Let's talk about Kanan for Raising Kanan Season 4. Make sure you grab your popcorn because I have a lot to say. A lot of people have been wondering, when are we going to finally see Kanan? When are we going to see the real Kanan, the Kanan that we've seen in the OG Power? The Kanan that killed Sean, the Kanan that kills Jukebox. When are we going to finally see that vicious, heartless Kanan? I think this season we're finally going to get that. I also just feel like people are very impatient with these power shows, right? Especially when you have a TV show like this, which is a prequel spinoff. You have to give the characters time to develop, right? We already know who Kanan is and becomes at the end of the story, right? So in order to show the progression of how he got to that point, you have to let the story run its course. You can't rush, you can't cut corners, you can't do any of that. And last season when Kanan took that kill shot on Ronnie, it really took that next step. Next step to Kanan become a man, right? The next step to Kanan becoming that gangster, that visceral, that strategic person that he was in the OG Power. People like to forget, Kanan had Ghost on lock for the first 2 seasons. Ghost was shook and he didn't know what to do. He didn't know who was hitting his business. He didn't know who was working against him the entire time. And it was the one person that he was calling to get advice from. So to see how we get to that point of Kanan being so smart and so strategic and so powerful, we have to let the story ride. You can't rush this shit, man. You can't. But now that we know that we have Raising Kanan Season 4 on the way this winter, and we know that Season 5 is already halfway done filming, we know we're going to get that Kanan. And I expect that Kanan as well to cross over to Power Origins and wreak havoc in the Ghost and Tommy story. Because we know that Kanan is the one who really raised Ghost and Tommy, and they were very close, right? Kanan was always giving them game, and eventually they turned on him to get ahead in the game. And I believe this season, Kanan is going to have a huge rift with Rock, his mother, and he's really just going to become a man and step away from his family and really just do his own thing. That's going to cause a lot of problems, a lot of conflict, a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of dramatics, and someone could be getting dropped this season.